We're talking about hydrogen as a sports supplement. Erica, you may have brought up some interesting points this morning about it.
Okay, with respect to it, with respect to someone never being busted as a drug cheat for using performance-enhancing supplement, you can't, well, even if you ring Australian Sports Drug Agency or whatever they're called now, they're not going to give you a definitive answer that something will never be a prohibitive substance. For example, a few years ago I rang regarding carnitine, which natural is produced by the body, and they couldn't say definitively that someone would never get a positive reading, because it's not just what they're taking, it's the effect that it has in the body. So if it increases something that they test for, say a hormone of any sort, and it's increased that hormone above the normal range,
Accepted level.
then they're going to say, okay, what have been taking and why, and that person will get in trouble. So you can't say definitively anything, because as you said, it brings about legalities.
So here's an interesting thing. All that's in I Love H2 is fundamentally magnesium. Right? The magnesium reacts with H2O, water, to create hydrogen gas. Okay, now here's the crazy thing. Cassie, you made a point about your biome, your gut bacteria.
Yeah, your gut is responsible for making hydrogen, and some people must have better biome, in their stomach, that actually makes more of the molecular hydrogen. So does that mean that they're, if indeed that was detected, which Erica actually just said was probably very unlikely because it's such a minute amount that it'd be very unlikely for it to be detected in the blood. But the thing is that if it's something that is made naturally by the body, even if you made a bit more than another person, does that give you a performance enhancement?
Yes.
Well, that's what designates a champion from the rest of the pack. Their ability to recover and to produce something extra compared to their opposition. So, yeah, it's got to be taken on a case by case. Surely, they can't. I mean, it's just a matter of where they put their yardstick as to how much is too much.
What's considered normal?
Considered normal, and how much is too much. Yeah.
And is what's being increased, is that considered performance enhancing?
Yeah.
Outside of normal.
Yeah.
If it's something like testosterone and that's outside of normal, of course.
Yeah.
But if it's something like hydrogen, which it's such a minute increase that is needed for a positive effect, is that it's still, to me, going to be within normal range?
Yeah.
So we've got this amazing athlete. She's incredible, but she doesn't want to talk about it because there might be trouble, right? But Erica, the study that you gave me this week about ghrelin, the effect of hydrogen on ghrelin in the body, let's not get into what ghrelin is, but it's basically stuff in your body that makes you feel good and does good for you. It made the point that the body produces, as you said, Cassie, 10 to 15 litres of hydrogen a day, but this tiny amount of hydrogen that comes in via water has a profound effect. Now, if you've got 10 to 15 litres of hydrogen gas being produced by your gut in a day, and then you take 1.1% of that in water, how can that possibly have an effect on your blood?
Well, it has an effect somewhere.
Yeah.
It certainly does.
It has an effect on the body.
It does, yeah.
Well, I've been taking it for now for a month.
Yep.
I think, guys, at least. And just the other week was my really first hard hit out playing soccer in an actual game format, and I recovered 2 days later. I can hardly walk, not only from the stiffness
normal.
in my muscles, that's the stiffness, but also my knee stiffens up because it's bone on bone. But my knee's fine. It was fine. There was no pain. I could walk around here pain free, and I went to yoga so it works. Absolutely works.
Yeah,
that was a great example of it.
Yeah, just so we may not be able to say anything about it working for sports people, even though we've got world champions now using it. Maybe we have to tell people, guess what this world champion isn't telling you.
think that's possibly not the approach.
No, I
There are
think-
whole lots of things that can be legally taken, like magnesium, up to 400 milligrams a day.
There you go.
It's
there
still
it is.
able to be taken.
There it is.
There's a hypocrisy too, because you get professional.
Well, no, you can
athletes-
take more than that. You can take as much as you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting professional athletes drug tested all the time on a daily basis, and us park footballers, like myself, we can take whatever we want. We could take steroids, which I don't, but we could, and no one would know.
Yeah.
And we'd be killing it out there. We'd be, weekend warrior stars. But
Yeah.
then
Until
on
you
the other
got
hand,
sent off for dicking someone.
roid rage. Yeah, it's just it's bizarre when you think about it. But
It is. It's like, but in relation to I Love H2, it's like it's a new frontier, and we're really going into the unknown.
Sure.
For this same thing that this study said, nobody knows why a tiny little extra amount works. And when we apply that to the requirements of the sports governing bodies, it seems to me that it's more about them just protecting themselves than any science. So they'll say no as compared to I don't know. They'll never say I don't know, they'll just say I know. They'll say no because no protects them. I don't know doesn't protect them. Weird stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
So-
In the meantime,
Yeah.
more and more
is
sports
anything
people?
in it on the list of prohibited substances? No,
No.
absolutely not.
No,
Will it increase anything that they're tested for? No, it won't.
no. And here's one other last thing just to close up. The lady I'm talking about who's doing big training at the moment, she said, what if I just have hydrogen, not even magnesium? So, and we have a way of delivering I Love H2 where you get no magnesium at all. You only get hydrogen.
Get no magnesium from a piece of lettuce.
Well, I have heard problems with over eating of lettuce. You know.
Okay, spinach is probably better.
Yeah. So very interesting. So I guess the only way for people listening to this, is, trying to work it out, is try it. Like you, Steve, just take it for a month and see what happens.
Absolutely.
That's what we did, and it works.
no ill effects. I feel it's better than ever.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's got to be a good
Good stuff. Okay. Thank you.